Oh my god,
Hello,
I'm fucking tired. Jesus.
ladies
Hello.
and gentlemen. It is 12:23 a.m. right now after midnight. We're so goddamn tired. We just got done watching SummerSlam 2023. Oh my god, this fucking show was long and draining. It was great, but oh my god, I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I did not sleep very good last night, so I was already tired. And then this show was long, and my eyes are burning right now. My head hurts. So let's not make this a super duper long review.
Yeah. Let's just get this over with at this point.
So we, like I said, watched SummerSlam 2023. There was 8 matches on the card. Uh, there was a little bit of controversy with the show, which I'll talk about real quick because these fucking women's wrestling stands wanted to get mad because Becky versus Trish was cut from the show. And I ask, why? This show was over 4 hours long. It really did not need Becky versus Trish. Let me tell you, okay? It was not necessary. This was long. Um, so besides that, the show starts off with the cold open featuring Kid Rock because, he was at SummerSlam last year. Now he's got to be at SummerSlam this year. SummerSlam was in Detroit, and they got a whole Fast and Furious vibe and logo. And because, Fast and the Furious just is so amazing and awesome. But, so yeah, the show starts off with the Logan Paul versus Ricochet match. Now, Logan came out first wearing this like black and yellow gear. I don't know if it was supposed to be Bumblebee themed. I don't know, or if it was just his gear. But when Ricochet came out, he had Optimus Prime gear, which looked really dope. Um, and as far as the match itself goes, it was very good. There was a couple times during the match where it was a little bit like they had like a little tiny miscommunication, but it wasn't anything bad. But overall, like Logan was doing some shit I never seen him do. Like he did a tornado DDT that looked fucking sick. They did
Yeah.
this brutal spot where they did the same spot they did at Money in the Bank and they botched it again. And then they did a Spanish Fly on the floor and it looked nasty. Also, Logan like jumped to the outside and clotheslined the hell out of Ricochet. Like these two were going at it like full on. Like this is the best Ricochet match I've seen in so long. Like where has this Ricochet been for years? This is the Ricochet
And
we should have had for years.
he's been fucking teaming with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, yeah. Which apparently Braun Strowman has hair now because I seen a recent photo of him and he has
Ew.
like a fuckboy haircut now.
Ew.
Yeah, it looks hella weird. But
Gross.
yeah, so it was a great match. Logan was throwing through this beautiful springboard frog splash. Ricochet hit a beautiful shooting star press. Um, fucking Ricochet also did the or I think it was Logan that did the Sugar Shane Helms neckbreaker from the top rope. I'm not saying that just because WCW, like he literally did that move that fucking Shane Helms created. Uh,
Yeah.
and he hit it beautifully. Um, fucking Ricochet went to do the 630 and he missed, and the crowd was so hot for this match. Talk about a way to open the show. And all of a sudden, this random person gave Logan brass knuckles. I don't know who the person was. I don't know if you knew. I had no
I think it was
idea.
just a cameraman.
But he gave Logan brass knuckles, and Logan hit the one lucky shot with the brass knuckles and pin Ricochet 1, 2, 3. And Logan wins his first match since SummerSlam last year. And so yeah, Logan gets the W. Ricochet takes the L, and Samantha Irvin didn't seem too happy about it. Also, Logan Paul's fiance was at ringside as well. And from what Austin was saying, apparently Logan probably wanted to get out of there because Jake Paul was having a fight tonight. Which, by the way, is that still going on, or did they?
I'm checking right now. Looked up Jake Paul. Oh, I don't want to see the links to watch it. Can I just see the latest? I just want to see the result, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Who did you say he was fighting?
Nate Diaz. Somebody said Jake Paul is fucking this boy up. That's all I've gotten to see.
So, I'm guessing he's fighting him now? I don't...
Yeah, right now, I think.
Well, nevertheless, fucking Jake Paul had a fight tonight. Fucking Logan had a match tonight, and which is crazy because in 2 months, Logan, I believe in October, Logan is supposed to be having his first boxing match since he fought Floyd Mayweather. So there's that.
Yep. Don't know who he's gonna face.
But yeah, that was the opening match for SummerSlam.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I could see if the fight's still going real quick.
So, I have to point this out before we move on any further because sometimes I question how certain things are able to slip through into the crowd because I don't know why. It's 2023. And for some reason, you know, they're showing like camera shots of the arena. There's like 59,000 people in this arena. It was fucking packed, bro. There were so many people. It was sold out. But so they're panning the camera around, and tell me why me and Austin, to our shock and awe, see a sign in the crowd. I don't know if anybody else seen this when they were watching this, but we seen this. There was a sign in the crowd that said, I'm not kidding, "Justice for Katie Vick." Now, I don't know how in the fuck they got that sign into the arena.
I do not fucking know.
I had to fucking look at it again when I first seen it because they showed it like a couple times and I was like, wait, did I see that right? And then they showed it again. And I was like, oh my god, why? Why a Justice for Katie Vick sign?
Yeah, the
Like,
Jake Paul fight's still going on.
Like, of all things that you could bring for a sign, you bring a Justice for Katie Vick sign. Oh boy, wrestling fans. There's a lot of neckbeard fat wrestling fans in the crowd, I'm not about to lie. There was one in the front row that was wearing a Munchies shirt.
Oh
This
my
man
god.
looked like the epitome of basement dwelling neckbeard. Also, green shirt guy was in the front row, if you're wondering. That's never gonna change at this point.
There's somebody that looked like Doug Walker, much to
There was a
Devon's
couple of bald
happiness.
men in this crowd that looked like Doug Walker, and I was like, they're multiplying.
And Devon was like so happy that they were multiplying. He said, "Dougians rise."
Oh yeah, I might put these in the thumbnail because I want to say real quick. On the pre-show panel, they had Wade Barrett, Booker T, Pete Rosenberg, Kayla Braxton, and this new chick. And they were advertising this WWE Snapchat filter, and they put a Cody Rhodes filter on Wade Barrett, and it's so cursed. Then they put an Asuka filter on Booker T. I might have to put these in the thumbnail because they are so fucking cursed, bro. They are so fucking beyond cursed.
Hey Devon,
Hmm.
are you a Duggo Sapien?
What the fuck is a Duggo Sapien? I've never heard of that.
You can just guess.
Do I want to guess?
It's a Duggo-sapien is like the higher tier of a Duggist.
I'm glad that you know all this, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Yet you tell me
I'm
I
making all
love
this.
Dougieism, but you're the one creating all this shit.
I just make this shit up as I go, man.
Well, nevertheless, we move on to the second match of the evening. Oh, my fucking head hurts. Goddamn, which was oh, my fucking head. Well, it was oh yeah. So this is a match we're gonna have to talk about here. The second match of the night was Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes 3. Now, the match itself isn't the talking point. We watched this with Miguel and Kyle, and when I tell you, Kyle was screaming at the top of his lungs for how much this man hates Cody Rhodes.
He said he broke his window.
Yeah, he
Bro.
said he put a dent in his wall and he shattered his window because of this match. And when Brock had Cody in the Kimura lock, Kyle was screaming. He was like, "Tap out, you son of a bitch!" And he was like losing his voice. Like, Kyle was so angry, bro. Like, he was screaming.
It legitimately sounded like an exorcism, man. Like he sounded like Reagan from The Exorcist.
But to talk about the actual match, Brock Lesnar came out, just typical Brock Lesnar entrance, and then Cody came out, gets huge ovation. Cody is so fucking over. He's such a megastar right now. Gets in the ring, the match starts. Cody tries to blindside Brock, but Brock just fucking dominates this man. He's just throwing him around like he's just nothing. Like, Brock's just like throwing Cody on his neck, just throwing him across the ring, and then he keeps throwing Cody to the outside, and Cody keeps getting back up, and Brock's just getting progressively more sweaty and more angry, and Cody gets counted out almost like 3 times, and he gets in the ring, and Brock throws him back out, and then F5s him so hard on the floor. And then Cody still gets in the ring, and then Brock goes out again, and he F5s Cody through the announce table. And then Cody still gets up, and Brock's just getting so sweaty and frustrated. And Cody starts fighting back. He starts hitting disaster kicks, and he hits a Cody cutter, and then he hits a beautiful Cody cutter where Brock actually like jumped up and took the move. It looked really sick. And then Cody ended up ripping the top turnbuckle off because Brock grabbed him for a German. And then Brock went into the ring post, and on the outside, Cody kept sending Brock into the ring post. And then the part that confused me was they didn't say this match had any stipulations, so I assumed it was a regular match because there was countouts. But Cody straight up hit Brock with the steel steps, which I don't understand how that wasn't a DQ. Unless they're going by WCW 2000 rules, I don't know.
This is what Kyle sounded like.
The son of iniquity be powerless to harm. Your mother sucks cocks in hell,
Oh my god. Fucking. I know that's from The Exorcist, but for some reason I thought of like the one from AVGN where you had Mario Bros 3 saying your mother sucks cocks in hell. But so Cody gets Brock in the ring, and Brock starts Germaning him again. Tries to run at Cody, runs into the ring post, and then Cody keeps fighting back. Somehow he's doing it. He's trying to slay the beast, and there's one point where Brock was just telling Cody, like, stay down. It's only going to get worse if you keep getting up. Like, stay the fuck down. And Cody just wouldn't stay down. And so after Brock hits the turnbuckle, the exposed turnbuckle, Cody hits 3 crossroads on Brock. Actually, Cody, I almost forgot to say, ended up putting Brock in the Kimura lock, but Brock got out of it, and then Cody hit 3 crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Cody pins Brock clean, and Cody Rhodes wins this match. And it was a great fucking match, and you could tell that Brock, like, really gave a shit about this match, because Brock Lesnar doesn't just jump up and jump to take moves for somebody. Like, Brock Lesnar doesn't typically do that for anybody. So, Brock Lesnar had to really have given a shit about this match to do that for Cody.
Yeah, you could tell fucking Brock really respects Cody, and he shakes Cody's hand after the match, too. So.
Not even just that, Brock, my man, did something I have never seen Brock Lesnar do in my entirety of watching wrestling. Every time I've seen Brock Lesnar throughout my life, all his matches, whether it was Ruthless Aggression Brock, or UFC Brock, or Minnesota Vikings Brock, or fucking Brock Lesnar when he came back and was the Beast Incarnate, the Streak, and the Streak Slayer, whatever you want to call him, all this shit. Brock Lesnar shakes Cody Rhodes' hand, and then Brock Lesnar daps him up, and they hug. Brock Lesnar hugged Cody Rhodes, and I was like, what? I've never seen Brock Lesnar hug any man. And Brock, like, raises Cody's arm in the air, and then leaves. And I was like, what did I just see?
I don't know if you mentioned it, but I can't remember or not, but Brock's shorts were, like, shredded.
Oh, yeah, Brock's gonna have to get some new shorts.
Hopefully they're a different color, but, you know.
Yeah, my man's been wearing the black shorts ever since, like, 2015. Like, Brock, it's, like, time to get something new, please. Something else.
Bro, not even 2015. I think it's, like, 2014.
Yeah, probably.
At this point. Because he beat the streak in those fucking shorts.
Yeah.
What was the next match, though? Because I know I'm going to talk about the Ronda match, because it's going to be the last time I get to rant on Ronda. I fucking hope, at least.
So, the next match after this was the sponsored match. It was the Slim Jim Summerslam Battle Royal. And I will list off the participants that I remember. There could be more that I am forgetting, but
if there's more that you forget, I'll add some that I remember.
So the participants in this match were, from my recollection, LA Knight, obviously, he's the biggest star in this match. The Brawling Brutes. For some reason Imperium was in this thing. The Viking Raiders were in this thing. Gable and Otis were in this. Nakamura, Karrion Kross, AJ Styles, Bronson Reed, fucking...
The Miz.
Yeah,
Grayson
The Miz,
Waller.
Grayson Waller.
Cameron Grimes.
JD McDonough was in it. He was like the first person eliminated. Oh yeah, how could I forget? Omos came back.
Yeah, Omos.
The Nigerian giant. I'm glad to see my boy Omos back. It feels damn good to see him.
Homo sapien.
This is the first time we've seen him since Backlash.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's because he's a free agent now and they're just going to have him show up whenever or what. I don't know, but I was glad to see Omos back.
Imagine just like fucking Royal Rumble comes around and he shows up at number 30 and wins it.
Oh my god. I think that was everybody in this match. I could be wrong.
I'm trying to think if there's any more.
Ow.
I think that's it.
So, excuse me, I had to burp. So, for some reason, the only people that got entrances was LA Knight, which he got a huge pop, and AJ Styles also got an entrance. Everybody else did not. So, the Battle Royale itself, it was alright. People started getting eliminated fast, like, because after AJ did his entrance, all of a sudden, MVP comes out and starts cutting a promo about how you can't have a battle royal without the final participant, the 7'4" Nigerian giant. Ew, what are you slurping on? What the fuck?
Water?
It's like you're sucking a fat dick, bro.
I was drinking water.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, Omos makes his return, and he comes out and gets in the ring, and Omos just starts wreaking havoc. He eliminates JD McDonough. He just starts throwing people out left and right. Oh yeah, Riddle was also in this. That's another person I forgot. He eliminates Riddle and someone else, and fucking they keep trying to team up on him, but Omos keeps staying in. Fucking the Viking Raiders ended up getting out. Fucking Giovanni Vinci and Otis got eliminated, and fucking Gable was showing strength by picking up fucking Bronson Reed, like deadlifting him, and then Gable got eliminated by Ludwig Kaiser, and then Ludwig Kaiser got eliminated. Nakamura got eliminated. Fucking Cameron Grimes got eliminated. People were just starting to get eliminated, and then the Brawling Brutes got eliminated, besides Sheamus, and then whoever was left started to team up on Omos, and they got Omos eliminated, and then pretty much Cross got eliminated by AJ Styles, and then the final four ended up being, I think it was Sheamus, LA Knight, AJ Styles, and Bronson Reed, if I'm correct.
I believe so.
So, AJ Styles was the first one out because Cross ended up screwing him over. And Cross was yelling at him saying, "This isn't over until I say it's over." So they're continuing that feud. And then LA Knight ends up eliminating Bronson Reed, and then it's down to Sheamus and LA Knight. They're the final two. They go back and forth a bit, and LA Knight ends up eliminating Sheamus. Oh yeah, Austin Theory was also in this. I forget about Austin Theory.
Yeah, fucking Austin Theory. I don't know why.
Austin.
I'm so tired,
Austin.
Man. You can't even blame me, bro. You really can't even blame me.
But so LA Knight won this battle royale and got a huge ovation. I don't know where they go from here with LA Knight, but hopefully somewhere. But that was the Slim Jim battle royale, and then we even got a Slim Jim commercial later on with Bianca Belair and LA Knight as well.
Which, I mean, okay, I'm kind of like confused, because like, why do they need two representatives of the Slim? What did Bianca do? She didn't win the battle royal.
Because they have to pander to equality, and they have to have a woman in there, and a woman of ethnicity in there, because, I don't know. That's just how the world is nowadays.
What was the next match? If it's Ronda and Shayna, I'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, it was Ronda and Shayna, alright. But before that, we got this backstage promo, for some reason, for Mike's Hard Lemonade alcohol, and it was Gable, Otis, and Maxine, and they're talking about how they like Mike's Hard, and I'm like, okay, you're promoting alcohol? Okay, I was not expecting that. And then the Miz walks in, and they call the Miz Mark. And the Miz gets all offended. He's like, "Oh, my name's not Mark. I'm Mike. I'm the only Mike here." And then they put the Miz in a trunk and shut it. And then they drank Mike's Hard. And then that was pretty much it. And then we got the next match, which was the MMA rules match of Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. So go ahead, Austin.
Now, you're not going to get much of the match, per se.
Oh, no.
Because, see, I held all this in. I held all this fucking in because I knew I was going to have to talk about it on the review and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I didn't say anything when we were watching it. Because I knew, I was like, I'm not even going to say, I'm going to save my energy. I'm going to save as much energy as I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ronda Rousey, and you've heard it time and time before from me, is one of the worst, might be by far the worst performer. You can't even call her a wrestler. She's not. She's not. She's actually terrible. She's actually fucking atrocious. No. Because she can't even get her gears right. She can't even get her fucking gears right to where they look like the actual characters she's basing the fucking gears off of. And then she's fucking sitting there. What?
I'm just remembering your fucking Ronda rant from last year, and I'm scared that this is going to be as bad as...
Oh, you're scared! Oh, you're fucking scared! Are you now?
Mm-hmm. Because last year you got so mad you started singing I Want to Go Home by Sandy Cheeks.
Oh, because I do want to fucking go home! I want to go home! I'm tired of this fucking bitch! Dude, well, I want her to leave! She can go home!
Well, apparently that's what
I'm tired of it.
That she's fucking
She better. She fucking better. I'm fucking fed up. Everybody's fed up with her bullshit. Bro, I don't... Besides Kyle and his messed up fucking brain, he's the only person I've ever heard say, "Oh, Ronda Rousey's so fucking great." What the fuck is wrong with your brain, Kyle?
Oh my god.
Like, and the fact, okay, I'm just gonna say it. Shayna won this match, but before Shayna won this match, because of course, I'm pretty sure Shayna's fucking legit injured, because I don't know what the fuck this bitch ass motherfucking cunt, this conspiracy theorist bitch, this fucking low-life piece of shit that only wants attention. That's all she cares about. I hope you... Did you know the reason that she quit the UFC is because she lost 2 matches?
Yeah, you said something about she...
Two!
You said something about she had a mental breakdown or something.
Because she had a mental breakdown because she lost 2 matches! 2 matches! What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god. You need more than therapy. You need more. Bro.
Do you think since she lost this match that she's gonna have another mental breakdown?
I hope so! Have another mental breakdown and go to another fucking sport because this isn't fucking you. Go to fucking golf for all I goddamn care, bro.
Austin, in the promo, Ronda called herself the greatest combat sports athlete of all time.
No! Fucking Jessamine Duke's probably better than her.
Who was, just out of curiosity, who was the one that beat her in the UFC anyway?
I fucking don't even know. Somebody better than her, I will say that. Like, no, even Joe Rogan. I don't really like Joe Rogan that much, but it came across my fucking my YouTube Shorts timeline, and even Joe Rogan was like, man, this bitch is a cunt. Like, the fact that she got butthurt for losing 2 matches and got all cocky because she was winning so much and then got butthurt for 2 matches. Like, really? Like, she don't care. She don't care about any of the sports that she's in. That's the thing. She just wants fame, bro. She don't give a fucking shit about the fucking sports that she loves, apparently. Go fuck yourself. Go back to your goddamn farm. Milk your cows. Fucking feed your pigs. Fucking... And I'm talking about your fucking goddamn kid and your fucking husband, too, when I say pigs. And your stepkids, too. How about that?
She's the one that, I don't remember if it was last year or if it was before that, but she's the one that, put this video on her YouTube channel where she said that WWE was fake and was like,
yeah, you know what's also fake? Her fucking attitude. You fucking bitch. The fact
oh, no.
that she fucking sits there and will be all happy and joyous when she's in interviews and everything like that, and then she'll go and do shit like that, and she'll say, oh, it's just That's just how the wrestling business is. No, it fucking isn't! I am tired. I have had to deal. I'm just tired, mentally fucking drained, and having to deal with this fucking bitch. This fucking, oh my god. And the fact that she had to return at the Rumble last year, you know how pissed I was? You know how fucking done I was? And how I just couldn't fucking say anything because there were so many fucking people marking out.
People love Ronda. Some people love Ronda Rousey, believe it or not.
Because they're delusional.
Well, the funny thing
I
was,
swear to God,
is after this match, they showed a clip of this audience of people from Germany watching, and they were jumping for joy and happiness.
Because Germany knows what the fuck is up. Like, no, because when I tell you that there's some fucking delusional people out there, I sat next to this fucking mom, and I was trying to be as nice as I could at the Rumble. I sat next to this fucking mom at the Rumble, and she was like, oh, I'm such a Ronda Rousey fan. I'm such a Ronda Rousey. I hope she returns. And then she fucking returned! She had to fucking jinx it! And oh, I wanted to snap her neck. I was like, why did you fucking say that, bro?
Oh my god.
And we had to deal with that whole goddamn run. Why did she have to be at the Mania that I went to? Why? Can I please understand why? Why? In the fact that, her shitty fucking deal with Liv, that she fucking beat Liv after that bullshit, and that bullshit last year SummerSlam, and now the bullshit with this fucking SummerSlam. I hope she leaves. I hope she leaves this earth, bro. I hope.
Yeah, apparently the rumor that's going around that people are saying is that Ronda is like fed up with WWE, and apparently she gave them this is coming from wrestling news sites, so take it with a grain of salt because they get a lot of stuff wrong, but they said that she gave WWE a hard out, like pretty much saying I'm fucking done after SummerSlam. So yeah,
I fucking hope so. I genuinely hope so. Like, I don't ever want to fucking, like, just no. I don't want to see her in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to see her come back for some legend appearance. I don't want to see her nowhere near a fucking wrestling ring. She is the female version of Goldberg.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
she is so fucking bad, bro. And I am not doing this fucking bullshit. Just stay at your farm. You have a kid to take care of. Not that I want you to even have offspring, because that's damaging to this fucking world to begin with. But nonetheless, take care of your fucking conspiracy theory fucking child.
I wonder, honestly, like, if her and Shayna's friendship actually, like, is over or whatever, because, like, I know it could just be a storyline thing, but from what everybody else has said, with, like, Liv Morgan saying it and other people saying it, like, that people legitimately don't like her, like, I wonder if her friendship with Shayna actually did fucking...
I hope it is. I hope. Because you know what? Ronda Rousey is a toxic human being. And she can go fuck herself and burn in hell.
Shayna said in the promo, she said, being friends with Ronda Rousey is a toxic relationship, is what she said.
Exactly. I don't know if that was real or not, but I hope it fucking was. Because fuck her. Fuck her.
Well...
She deserves all the hate she gets. Every single bit of... And I don't even understand why these fucking... Because every fucking once in a while, across my timeline, I'll block it every time. Fucking... There'll be some fucking diva simp account come up and they'll be like, oh, Ronda Rousey. And I'll block it fucking immediately. Because why? I straight up said in the promo, I was like, this bitch is ugly, bro. Ugly on the outside and the fucking inside.
Travis Brown
Like,
doesn't
I
think
don't...
so. 'Cause he fucked
Bro,
him.
her forehead is bigger than KSI's.
Oh my god.
Like,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
She looks like her face got stomped on. Like, I don't know... You know, she looks worse than Aubrey Edwards. That's saying something.
God. Not Aubrey Edwards.
When I'm saying, if I had to choose in like a Saw torture fucking position, Ronda Rousey or Aubrey Edwards, I would pick Aubrey.
Oh my god.
That's the sad part. That's the fucking sad part. You know, actually, no, scratch that. I would pick Nia Jax over fucking Ronda.
No, not Nia Jax.
I would. I'm not even joking. You know, scratch that. If I really genuinely had to, I would pick Nyla Rose over fucking goddamn Ronda Rousey.
Not Nyla Rose. Oh no.
Yeah, cause honestly, fucking Ronda, unattractive, terrible wrestler. Can't even call her a wrestler. Terrible human being.
Well,
Hope
also,
she dies.
This wasn't even a wrestling match. It was an MMA fight.
It didn't matter because she botched that too.
So, I do want to say Ronda came out dressed up as fucking Ryu from Street Fighter.
Because she dresses up as fighters that can actually fight, but she can't fight in general. You know?
I'm not sure who Shayna was dressed up as, but Shayna had like cornrows and shit. It looked weird.
All I know is Shayna might be injured because her fucking wrist, and Shayna won, so thank fuck God.
Yeah, because I don't know what Ronda was doing, because you would think for somebody that was such a dominant champion in UFC for the time she was, you would think that she would, I don't know how to do MMA.
See, that's the thing. She doesn't.
Or she was doing like the same shit she does in her matches, where she was just like grabbing Shayna and like doing these flips and like just looking like she's just like, oh, I want to grab your leg and I'm just gonna like roll over and we're both gonna tumble, like we have no idea what we're doing. And she was doing all these weird moves that like even it looked like Shayna was like, what the hell are you doing? Like she looks so uncoordinated, and like she was trying to put all these holds in on Shayna that looked fucking unsafe, and fucking like it was just bad. And then at one point Shayna got hurt or whatever, and they had people checking on her, and Ronda didn't care. She started throwing all these fucking EMTs down, and then fucking Shayna got her in the Kirifuda clutch, and Ronda fucking passed out, and they fucking rang the bell, and Shayna won, and Ronda walked away all pissed and upset. So
yeah, she can go walk home, fucking put her tinfoil hats on her family members, especially her fucking child, and feed all her farm animals, and fucking bury herself alive in her fucking horse shit that she fucking has. I don't fucking know.
she just has horse shit.
And manure, I guess. And she can bury herself in manure.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It never
It
fails.
looks like she thinks the sky is falling.
It never fails to have a fucking Austin Ronda rant. Every time. Every fucking
If I have
time.
to have one next year, I'm not going to be happy. I hope you know.
Like, see, that's the thing with like these wrestling sites that are saying she's leaving, because I remember they were saying the same thing when she got pregnant. They're like, oh, Ronda's done with wrestling and is never coming back, and then she came back. So I don't want to be like, oh, Ronda's done and she's gone for good, and then she comes back at the Rumble again or something.
Swear to God, bro. It better not happen. Don't you
know.
fucking jinx it.
I mean, I don't have to, because you already got to see her return live in person, so that's like the greatest moment of your life.
I wanted to kill myself. and kill the people that like were right by me because they
So,
kept saying Ronda, Ronda, Ronda.
so what was your reaction when like the buzzer went off and you heard Joan, like the first like second of Joan Jett?
I scoffed and I was like, motherfucker. Like, I straight up, I looked at my mom looked at me and she's like, just don't even, it's not worth it. Like, she knew I was pissed. She knew I was pissed. I was just done at that point.
If it would have been me there in the crowd
It was
with
so
you, I would have
bad.
been losing it, laughing, because just knowing how
It
pissed
was,
you were.
it was so bad because I was rooting for Charlotte to win at that point.
Yeah.
That's how fucking bad. That's how mad I was.
Well, I mean, at least you could look at it this way, you know, since she came back like this time around, a lot less people like her than they used to, because like when she won the SmackDown Women's title last year, like everybody fucking hated it. Every match she was having was bad. Everybody hated her. Her promos were terrible. She was getting booed out of the building, which also wasn't it a thing that she was like actually pissed off about that because she said that she wanted to be a face and she was mad that the fans were booing her.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like, bro,
also don't forget the bullshit that happened earlier this year, Austin. You remember WrestleMania? How Ronda demanded to be on the card and that she demanded to win and team with Shayna, and then she demanded to win the tag titles as well.
did I tell you I hope she dies?
Many times. But I'm saying
I hope she
that
gets castrated.
her run coming back was so bad that when Charlotte came back last year, people were cheering for Charlotte to become the champion.
Yeah.
People don't cheer for Charlotte to become champion anymore. But Ronda was so bad that people marked out for Charlotte taking the title off of her. There was legitimately thank you Charlotte chants, bro.
So do you know what castration is?
Do I know what castration is? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Not off the top of my head right now that I can think of. I'm
So
so fucking
castration
tired.
is an ancient form of torture where they cut open all of your arm and leg veins and let you bleed out.
And
I
you're
hope that
telling me
happens
this
to
why?
Ronda.
You hope it happens to Ronda? Oh
Yes.
my god. Jesus Christ.
I'm a history buff.
Austin said, I want Ronda to be euthanized.
That too.
Oh my god. But Austin, if Ronda heard you say that, she would probably fucking cry and get her stands on you.
I don't care. What's the thing where they put like they drill in your brain?
Isn't that... Oh, that's lobotomizing.
Yeah, she can get that too.
God, the last time I seen a lobotomy was when we watched Food Fight, and I fucking still get that in my head sometimes, where you were like, they're lobotomizing an elephant.
Oh man.
What's worse, Austin? Ronda's matches or Food Fight?
Ronda's matches.
Oh my god. Okay, Austin,
See,
what about
Ronda's matches give me cancer in spirit.
what about this? What's been worse for you since you experienced AEW this year and you've experienced all this Ronda? What for you has been worse to sit through? Chris Jericho or Ronda Rousey?
You know, I haven't sat through as much Ronda Rousey, but I'm still gonna say it's a tie.
Oh my god, it's a tie. Jesus Christ.
She's just that terrible of a human being.
Well, at least, I guess you could say at least Ronda isn't there every single week, but Chris Jericho's there every single fucking week.
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
but my opinion, I hope Ronda leaves. She's god awful. She's been god awful ever since she came back at the Rumble last year.
She's been god-awful ever since she started, bro.
Like, when she
I
started...
saw it from the start.
When she started, she was decent. And then, after a while, it started being like, okay, like, she kind of sucks.
Okay, I'm
And
just
then
gonna
she
say
left,
this.
and then ever since she came back at the Rumble last year, I've just been like, God, like, she just does not care at all
I
anymore.
didn't mind her in that first match that she was in. First ever match she was in? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the match with Nia happened.
Oh, yeah. That fucking stinker.
That was terrible.
Don't forget
And
her
then,
feud with the Bella Twins.
oh no, before that, her feud with Alexa Bliss was a thing. And, she
yeah.
almost legitimately injured Alexa Bliss. And then, cause Alexa couldn't feel her arm for like a week.
Yep.
And then, her terrible fucking feud with the Bella Twins. And at that point, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this bitch, bro. I'm so done. And then she injured a couple more people. I think she injured fucking Ruby Riott. Trying to think who else she injured.
I remember when she fought Sasha Banks at the Rumble, she injured her.
Yeah, Sasha Banks. And then finally that fucking awful triple threat at 35, where I was just done with life.
Yep, and then she was gone for fucking, what, 2 years?
It was 2 glorious years.
And then she came back, and it just got so much worse. It got like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
It was almost like...
Yeah.
It almost kind of felt like this whole time she's been back, it kind of felt like she didn't even want to come back, but she had to because of like her contract or something. And so the whole time she's just had this like, I don't give a fuck, I don't want to be here attitude, so I'm gonna like absolutely not try at anything, is what it feels like to me. I don't know about you. Like, she
to me,
just
I feel like she's all,
like,
you know.
She screams, I don't want to be here. Like, that's just how it comes off.
She's always made me feel like she never wanted to be there in the first place. She's always made me feel like she's better than this or whatever. Like, she doesn't want to be here because she thinks she's fucking better than this. Like, that's the vibe she gives me.
I always felt like when she first came there, she thought it was going to be like this, like, I think she thought it was going to be like bigger than what she did in UFC, and it was going to be like this huge fucking thing. And then after she was there for a couple months, it kind of seemed like she was like, okay, like, in her mind, she was like, oh, this sucks, I'm better than this. Like, fucking, I'm a fucking, the baddest woman on the planet. I'm a former UFC champion, and this sucks. And then I feel like that's why she started saying all that shit about, oh, this is fake, and this sucks, and all this shit.
Like, I just can't, man.
Hopefully this is the last time we'll ever have to see her wrestle. Like, I'm glad that they gave Shayna the win and that Shayna had the Summerslam match. I'm glad they did that. But the match was terrible. This was the worst match on SummerSlam by far. This was the absolute worst match on the show.
Honestly.
And you know what's funny? Ronda had the worst match at last year's SummerSlam as well. So,
I mean, like, honestly, if I'm being completely honest,
I feel like we're repeating ourselves because last year we said, oh, we enjoyed everything except the Ronda match, and guess what? This year we enjoyed everything except the Ronda match again.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
See,
I think we said the same thing about a lot of fucking pay-per-views she's been on. We'd be like, oh, you know, it was decent or everything was good except Ronda.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, at this point, I really hope that Ronda's gone from the company because she really, like, I don't want to ever see her wrestle again. I'm tired. See, if I want to rant on people, Devon, I don't know if you've ever like, felt this way. I'm starting to feel this way, especially when it came to those AEW reviews. If I want to fucking rant on people, I would rather rant on new people than rant on the same person over and over and over again. Like, I'm sick and tired of talking about this cunt. Like, just like I did not want to talk about Chris Jericho no fucking more after the AEW reviews. I definitely don't want to talk about fucking anybody in AEW no more. And I definitely don't want to fucking talk about Ronda. Bro, I'm done. Like, genuinely done talking about Ronda. I'm fed up with her bullshit, bro.
I remember that you said that last year at SummerSlam after that rant. You're just like, I'm done. I can't rant on Ronda anymore. I can't. There's nothing else for me to say. I'm just so done. And now here we are.
Well, that's why I haven't went so fucking hard. Like, I went a little bit, but I haven't went as hard as I went fucking last year.
Yeah, you went off the fucking rails last year.
It's just like, I can't, bro. I just can't. Like, I don't want to put the effort in to something that's not going to change if it's not going to change.
Well, I don't know if she's actually leaving or not. If she is, I hope that they're not going to try to keep her. Because for some reason, like, there's been a couple times within the past year that, like, they still view her as, like, this big box office attraction, as she's not anymore.
It's just because she was in the UFC.
Like,
and I don't... That's one thing about Triple H, okay? When he gets a project, he will fucking sit there and try his hardest to make it work. Bro, you remember Sin Cara? That was his project. That was his first ever project, right?
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sin Cara was his first ever project. The original Sin Cara had so many problems that in order to keep his project alive, he put Hunico under the mask.
Oh no.
That wasn't a Vince decision. That was a him decision.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, it kind of worked out a little bit when they started doing the Lucha Dragons, because they had some little bit of success with that for a little bit.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, the fact that he will stick to a project and he will make it work.
Well, are we ready to be done talking about Ronda now? Cause
I've been ready for years, bro.
Well, if she actually leaves, then we won't have to ever again. So.
Oh, we're gonna have a celebration. We can't not celebrate in that situation.
I'm talking about, like, ranting on her anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's understandable.
Like, I'm just waiting for the day that it comes out. It says, like, Ronda Rousey has been released from WWE, and I'm just gonna get, like, a message from Austin of just, like, the most excitement I've ever seen from him. Though I do wonder if Ronda really is, like, giving him a hard out and is saying, like, I'm done, like, I'm leaving. I wonder, like, do you think she's planning to, like, go back to the UFC, or do you think she's gonna fucking go to AEW, or what do you think?
She can go and ruin AEW even more than it already is, but
that
you
means,
know.
No, because that don't mean Ronda Rousey and Chris Jericho are gonna be on the same show. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking have to watch it. Like,
that's the gruesomest twosome I've ever thought of.
I don't have to fucking watch it, bro.
I thought Chris Jericho and Psoriasis together was bad, but Jericho and Ronda, I'm pretty sure Jericho's had Ronda on his fucking podcast before as well. So.
See, that's the thing. That's the genuine thing. Like, anybody that I don't like that jumps to AEW now, I don't care. Because I don't have to watch it. So.
Well, speaking of AEW, I'm glad that you brought that
up. But you know who does have to watch it?
You.
Tyrese.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of AEW, I wanted to say that they ran Collision tonight. For some reason, Tony Khan thought it was going to be a good idea to run Collision against fucking SummerSlam. And I don't know if you've seen what Tony Khan has been saying recently, but he's been putting some comments out there saying that AEW is beating WWE in a couple things, saying that they that Tony Khan said that they have more viewership than WWE and that they have higher ratings, which is completely asinine.
Where?
I don't know. That's just what he said on this fucking interview that came out recently.
In his head?
Yeah. He genuinely believes it, though. And
I mean, that's whatever.
Just picture this. I want everybody to picture this, of how packed SummerSlam was tonight with 59,000 people, how packed that arena was. When All In happens, whenever the fuck that's supposed to happen, I want people to look and see if it's as packed as they're claiming, because they're claiming, Austin, at first they were claiming it was going to be 90,000, and then it came out that saying that they only apparently sold 70,000 tickets, and now these AEW fans are claiming it's going to be well over 100,000. So,
oh,
yeah.
I don't think that stadium can hold well over 100,000.
The AEW fans think so. Keep in mind,
this is why we don't watch AEW no more.
I'm pretty sure the only thing that they announced was MJF versus Adam Cole for the AEW title. I think that's the only match that's been announced so far.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe a week or two away.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
And you know what's even worse? The week after All In, they're doing All Out, which is another pay-per-view. So,
yeah,
that's worse. But anyway, I just thought it was funny how they were trying to run Collision against SummerSlam tonight, like they thought it had any chance of getting more viewership, and apparently people were saying there's a lot of botches on Collision. I do want to actually see, because they said that fucking CM Punk was defending against Ricky Starks. I am curious who won that. Let me look real quick. Just out of curiosity. I'm trying to see. Okay, so I'll read the card real quick. The Collision card was Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Martinez for the TBS title. We will hear from Samoa Joe. Trios Championship, House of Black versus Action Andretti's Darius Martin and Lee Johnson. Tag team titles, what the fuck? FTR versus Big Bill and Brian Cage. We will hear from the Acclaimed. Get this match. Jay White, the hottest free agent, right? The man who was going to be the biggest game changer. Guess who he faced on Collision? Grand Metalik.
Jesus.
And then the main event, CM Punk versus Ricky Starks with special outside official, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. For the, what they're calling the real AEW Championship. That's literally what they're calling it. Oh, and two hours ago, AEW posted saying that All In is going to be over 80,000 people in London. I'm trying to find fucking who won that main event.
So, you're gonna have to put him in the thumbnail, because I'm just gonna announce this here. Jake Paul has defeated Nate Diaz by unanimous decision. So, fuck's sake.
So apparently, Jake Paul's next fight has been announced already.
Oh.
This comes from UFC Stats. It says, we, the MMA delegation, select Alex Pereira to fight Jake Paul next. Tickets on sale now for UFC 290 is what it says. This is real. I don't know though, but it's a fucking, I don't know, it just popped up. Anyway, I'm trying to see if Punk won. Can you just put the fucking... I'm pretty sure Punk won. Oh my god. Someone said Jake... This popped up. People who think Jake Paul stands a chance in MMA must have forgotten what happened to CM Punk when he tried it.
Jesus Christ. Oh no.
What?
I'm gonna have to talk about this.
What?
So, what match is next? Because I know it's not the triple threat, but it's gonna be in the triple threat when I talk about it because it's actually fucked.
Well, the next match was Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight title.
This is a good match. Like, it is really good. Fucking... So, Seth came out with this purple pink, orange, green type gear, and he also had his fucking 2016 vest on as well.
The whole story of this match that they were building up was like 7 years, because like Finn Balor also painted 7 on himself, and like they're calling back to when they faced each other at SummerSlam 2016, and like how Finn Balor's trying to get his retribution on Seth Rollins for injuring him all those years ago and costing him his world title run. And so that was like the whole story of this match.
And Finn came out, and he's not really wearing anything different, but they start the match off, and it's a decent match. They do their notable spots. One notable spot was Finn actually hit the buckle bomb into the barricade, just like Seth did 7 years ago. God, I feel old saying that.
Yep. I remember watching that live when they unveiled the Universal Championship for the first time, and everybody was like, what the fuck is this?
Same here. They call it the Fruit Roll-Up Championship.
Yep.
But fucking... That was a little spot. A lot of... I kind of don't remember some of the notable spots because this match was also another match where Kyle was screaming. And it was worse than Cody and Brock.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he sounded like he was gonna break glass with how bad he was screaming.
Yeah, pretty much Finn kept doing sling blades and shotgun drop kicks, and pretty much anytime Finn would do anything, Kyle would be screaming like, no, no, he would like be screaming, and then when Seth would counter, he'd be going, yes, yes. It was fucking, we were dying laughing, bro. Like, we couldn't even focus on the match.
He couldn't even focus, man. I was trying to eat during the match, and I almost choked, bro.
Yeah. The only thing next thing I remember was Damian Priest came out with the briefcase, just walking out, trying to distract Seth Rollins, and then he tried to do this spot where, because then Rhea and Dominic came out and they were distracting the referee, so Damian slides the briefcase in the ring. He's telling Finn, oh, use it on him, and Finn's like, no, what are you doing? No, I'm not going to use that. And they start getting in an argument, and fucking it ends up costing Finn the match, because like Damian Priest gets frustrated, so he tries to do it again, and then Finn ends up getting curb stomped on the briefcase in 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins retains, and Damian Priest just looks so just utterly disappointed in Finn Balor. and Seth retains the title, and then we get another moment of tension with the Judgment Day, just like we seen at fucking Money in the Bank, where Damian Priest and Finn Balor are looking at each other, and Finn is just like looking like he's furious, and Damian Priest just looks like he's just like so done with Finn Balor. And you could tell that they're gonna eventually have one of them turn on the other, and pretty much that's how that ended.
Yeah.
And next was the women's triple threat for the
Now,
women's championship of
before
Asuka
we get to
defending
this,
against Bianca and Charlotte.
apparently, so you know Bianca's gear?
Yep.
I'm gonna send you something on Twitter. I'm just gonna show you that. Because it's bad, man. Apparently she makes her own gear from, like, scratch, right? Like,
Yeah.
sews it and everything.
Oh my god. Sporty vibes, faux leather pants set, yellow combo, $60.
She put fucking EST logos and shit on it.
Yeah, the person said she really slapped EST stickers on a Fashion Nova set and called it wrestling gear. I'm hollering. And people are
trying to defend her.
Yeah, you're a hater. You're a hater. She looked good. What are you talking about? But
Jesus Christ.
so this was I'm gonna have to talk about that after we're done talking about this match. But so this match was meh. So Charlotte comes out first, has a bunch of pyros. She's wearing like this red gear, and then some reason Asuka came out second. I don't know why, but she had like this green and purple gear. It looked really cool. And then Bianca came out last and had this like yellow gear that apparently she bought from Fashion Nova instead of making it herself. But so also Bianca dyed her braids blonde for this match. It looked kind of strange. So the match itself, before we get into what happened after, the match itself was long. For some reason, this women's match was long, and it was just so meh. Like,
It got to the point where we were like, straight up, like, what if Nick Cannon shows up and just cost Bianca the match? We made up this scenario. There was a point in the match where Bianca gets injured, which we'll talk about, but like, we made up this scenario where she's like, Nick Cannon paid Charlotte to injure her, and he's just waiting in the back in the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, even though we were making jokes, like, once it got past that point, it just got to where, like, we were just getting tired, bro. Like, it was just going on so long, and the match, like, there was some good spots, but Charlotte was like botching a lot of stuff. She really seemed like she was just, I don't know what it is. She just seemed so off, and like she just was like not ready to have a match. And Bianca and Asuka, I mean, it's your typical Bianca and Asuka that we've seen time and time before. So, and there was one spot in this match where Bianca was on the top rope and Charlotte pushed her off, and Bianca hits her fucking knee on the steps, and she like legitimately was, or so we thought, was like crying and holding her knee, and like EMTs came out and like she couldn't even stand on her knees, so we're thinking, oh, she actually got injured, which I don't know if she actually is hurt or not, but fucking, so it's just Charlotte and Asuka. They do a superplex, and Charlotte tries to go for the figure eight, and Bianca can like barely stand, but she decides, oh no, I'm not gonna get walked out of the match, and she hobbles to the ring and gets on the top rope and does a 450 with an injured leg on the Charlotte, and then fucking the match continues, and then fucking Asuka gets thrown out of the ring, and then Charlotte puts Bianca in the figure eight, and Bianca's about to tap out, and then Asuka gets in the ring and spits the mist in Charlotte's face, and then she goes to grab Bianca, and all of a sudden Bianca rolls her up at 1, 2, 3, and we're like, what the fuck? And then they announced that the new women's champion is Bianca Belair. And when I tell you that Miguel got so fucking pissed, he screamed, fuck, into the headset so loud. And he was just going on a fucking rant, bro. He was so pissed. I don't know why they had Asuka lose here. I don't know. But Asuka loses the title to Bianca, so Bianca is the new women's champion. And we're all sitting here like, what the fuck? This is fucking stupid. Why'd they give the title back to Bianca? Like, and then Charlotte and Asuka get out of the ring, and then all of a sudden, Io Sky's music hits, and I was like, oh shit. And Io Sky and Bayley run out with the briefcase, and Bayley hits Charlotte with the briefcase and knocks her down, and then hits Bianca with the briefcase and knocks her down. Or not Bianca, Asuka. And then she gets in the ring and tries to hit Bianca, but Bianca counters it. And then Io hits Bianca from behind with the briefcase. And then she officially cashes it in, gets on the top rope, hits the moonsault, 1, 2, 3, and Io fucking Sky is the new... Is it just called the Women's Championship now? I'm so confused. Like,
I think so.
Because I think they said the one Rhea has is called the Women's World Championship, I think.
I would assume so.
I'm just going to say Io's the new WWE Women's Champion, because I am so confused with the championship names. But, so, I went from being pissed and confused to so fucking happy that Io fucking is the Women's Champion. Finally, fucking after a year of her of Damage Control, just getting this not horrible but very on and off iffy booking, and they gave her the fucking Money in the Bank, and I was like, finally, fucking yes. And then she cashes in here and wins the title, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. I was so excited. I'm so happy that she won. And so Bayley gets in the ring and starts celebrating, and then all of a sudden Dakota Kai gets in the ring out of nowhere when she's been injured for the past however many months, and she gets in the ring and they're all celebrating together. It was a very wholesome moment and made me very happy, because not only did Io win, but also this marks 1 year since Damage Control became a thing, because last year is when Dakota and Io returned at SummerSlam. So it's been a full year since that. Jesus Christ, this year flew by. But
yeah.
So Io Sky is the new women's champion, and she celebrates and she looks so happy, and I'm so happy for her finally getting what she deserves. And so I'm excited to see how her championship reign is going to go, especially with the rumors that are going around, because I did find it interesting how they had Bianca be the one to take the pin from her. I don't know if they just didn't want her to pin Asuka, if they're planning to do Io versus Asuka for the title, I don't know, or what, but I found that interesting, as well as there's rumors going around that apparently Kairi Sane is going to be returning to WWE, apparently. So I wouldn't mind seeing a Kairi Sane and Io feud. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about though was Io Sky actually posted on X that there's a new Io Sky shirt that just dropped. It is, let me click on it. It's on WWE Shop right now. It is a Io Sky Money in the Bank cash-in t-shirt. It says WWE Women's Champion Io Sky, Champion of the Sky, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam. It has like the date.
Apparently Logan was still in his SummerSlam gear at the Jake Paul fight.
Oh my god. Oh, apparently Triple H did a press conference after the show. But yeah, that was the women's triple threat, and Io had a successful cash-in, which Austin, interestingly enough, continues the trend of there has not been every women's Money in the Bank holder has had a successful cash-in, so that trend is continued.
It also continues the trend of every women's Money in the Bank holder barely even holding the Money in the Bank.
Well, what's funny about that is, did you know fucking Io is like fucking the second longest holder now, I think?
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Bro, after she had it for like a week, she became like the third longest holder. And now I think she is the second longest to ever hold it.
Isn't Carmella the longest one?
Yeah. But interestingly,
What a stat.
they had Io cash in, but not Damian Priest. I feel like they're saving Damian Priest for something.
God, I would hope so.
Cash in
Because, man, here's the thing. I like the Money in the Bank, but I miss when it was a thing, like, I want the Money in the Bank to feel like how Dolph Ziggler's Money in the Bank cash-in felt.
Mm-hmm.
Again. And I feel like it's really hard for them to do that when they only keep it for like a month or two.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, from what it seems like, they're gonna have this whole, like, Judgment Day breaking up storyline, so I don't know where that's gonna go, but so hopefully he'll hold on to that for a while.
Like, I think the last time the longest I've ever seen someone hold the Money in the Bank was Otis slash Miz.
Well, didn't Austin Theory hold it for a little bit before he cashed it in?
Only until like November. See, Otis and slash Miz, like, Otis won it in like May, and then lost it. I think he lost it at Fastlane, that Fastlane, and then Miz cashed in.
Mm-hmm.
So, that night, I believe.
Yeah. Oh shit, there was one match we forgot to talk about. We forgot to talk about Gunther versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh shit, I completely forgot about that match.
Yeah, so it was Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. This first time these two were going one-on-one, we saw Drew return at Money in the Bank. And so Drew came out first, and then Imperium introduced fucking Gunther, like they didn't just go through a fucking battle royal. And Gunther came out wearing this really nice, like, dark red gear. And the match itself was alright. It was just big, muscly men slapping meat. It's what you expect from Gunther and Drew at this point. It was a good match. There was just points in this show where, like, all of our energy was, like, gone after, like, the first 3 matches. And then the Ronda match was, like, the calm down match. And then when it got to Gunther and Drew, it was like, it was just like, fuck. Like, I know this is going to be a good match, but goddamn, my energy is gone. And then it came back a little bit for Seth and Finn, and then it was kind of eh. And then it was gone, at least for me, until Io won, and I was like, fuck yeah, and I was like hyped up, and then the main event just drained me so bad.
Yeah.
But Gunther and Drew were chopping the shit out of each other. Drew hit Gunther with a power bomb. Gunther hit Drew with a drop kick. Gunther kept doing these splashes off the top rope that looked kind of silly, and they kept replaying it. Drew hit a future shock. Just a lot of back and forth. Just like I said, big muscly men slapping meat. And fucking Gunther ended up beating Drew McIntyre. How did he win?
Gunther hit a clothesline and then a power bomb.
Yeah. And he pinned Drew 1, 2, 3. Gunther is still Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, I don't know who the fuck is gonna defeat Gunther at this point. I don't know, because Gunther is running through all these people, so I don't know. And I don't know what exactly their plan is going to be with LA Knight after he won the Battle Royal. I don't know if he's going to get a U.S. title shot. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But He's fucking so over, so I hope they do something. I think LA Knight versus Gunther could probably be good if they did that. I could see LA Knight beating Austin Theory for the US title as well, so who knows. But now, are we ready to talk about the main event, Austin?
I mean, we don't really have the energy to be completely honest, but we got to.
Yep. Let's get on
We
to the
didn't have
fucking
energy
main
for the
event.
match, bro.
Yep.
We didn't.
Oh boy, the main event. The main event of SummerSlam was for the Universal Championship. It was the Tribal Combat match of main event Jey Uso versus the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. And my God, this match was long, and I tried my damnedest to be invested in this match, but I was just tired, and my energy was gone. I tried.
All of our energy was so low that we were just like, by the end of it, we were just sticking in there, man.
It started picking up towards the end, but for most of the match, it was just like, fuck, like, I'm just so tired. So Jey Uso came out first, got a huge ovation, and then Roman came out with Paul Heyman. Then they did the introductions, and they got in each other's faces, and pretty much, if you're wondering what the Tribal Combat match was, it was pretty much just no holds barred. They were using kendo sticks and chairs and tables, your typical stuff they use in no holds barred.
At one point, fucking Jay grabbed the strap and he was strapping on Roman.
Yeah, he actually cut him open with it.
Yeah.
It looked like it fucking hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty back and forth. I thought Jay was gonna get dominated. He did at first, but then he started fighting back, and they really made you believe that Jey Uso was gonna win this match. Like, they really did. They put each other through tables and hit each other with kendo sticks, fucking hitting each other with Jay hit Roman with spears, and fucking then they're fighting on the on fucking the outside, and all of a sudden here comes fucking, I think they're fighting in the crowd. Yeah, because Jay was gonna try to put Roman through a table, and then out of nowhere came Solo and started attacking Jay, and then Solo put Jay through the table, and then put Jay into the ring, and then all of a sudden, like, Solo and Roman start looking at each other, and Solo just has this look of like he doesn't know. He seemed like he was what was that word I used? He seemed like he was very undecided of what he wanted to do or who he wanted to align himself with. And
yeah,
but he got in the ring anyway, and they were gonna do the move where this new tag finisher they have, where Solo hits the Samoan spike and Roman spears him. And when they went to do that, Jay moved and Roman speared Solo, and then Jay started beating the shit out of both of them with chairs, and then it got to a point where Jay was trying to fight back against Roman on the outside, and Solo attacked him, and then Roman got up, and then Solo and Roman started looking at each other again, and Roman was like, he's like, what are you doing? Are you gonna turn on me now? And Solo, like, pushed him and, like, started yelling at him, and, like, they're really building up this tension, like, because Solo was, like, angry at Roman for spearing him. And so you could tell eventually, like, Solo's gonna fucking fuck Roman up. But
yeah,
so they continuing to tease that, but then Solo goes back to attacking Jay, tries to put him through the announce table, but Jay does a Uso splash on Solo through the announce table, and then Jay also spears Roman through the barricade as well. And this match was just all over the fucking place, and So Jay and Roman get in the ring, and he spears Roman, and then he hits the Uso splash. 1, 2, and then all of a sudden, a masked person pulls Jey Uso out of the ring, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And the person takes their hood off and pulls down the bandana to reveal none other than, shockingly, Jimmy Uso. And we're like, what the fuck? So Jimmy screwed Jay out of winning the Universal title. And he just looks down at Jay, who can't believe what Jimmy's doing. And Jimmy is just looking at Jay with like this death stare of like, it was almost a look of like you really thought you were gonna win the title, and like you really thought that this was all about you or whatever. And then he super kicks the fuck out of Jey Uso and then puts him in the ring, and then Jimmy walks away, and Jay is just laid out, and fucking Paul Heyman looks like he doesn't know what's going on. Roman gets up and he's like looking at Jimmy walking away, and Roman is just confused, like he doesn't know what's going on. And Jay's just laying there, and Roman picks him up, spears him through the table in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns once again retains the Universal title against Jey Uso, and Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion to close out SummerSlam.
Yep.
And so I don't know where this is going to go from here. The next pay-per-view, they said, is going to be Payback in September, on September 2nd. So it seems now the next chapter of this Bloodline story has unveiled, and it seems that they're going to go down the route of exploring a Jimmy versus Jay feud, which has never happened before.
I have heard apparently Roman is not advertised for Payback through Survivor Series, so he might be taking some time off.
Bro, did you know
that could be why?
Speaking of Survivor Series, did you know that Survivor Series is already sold out?
Are you serious?
Yeah, they put the tickets on sale for Survivor Series, and it's already, like, the whole arena's already sold out.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, and they've been selling out Raw and SmackDown every week too. Like, WWE is hot right now. And it's just funny when you think how Tony Khan said that they're beating them, but they haven't announced a single thing for Survivor Series, and it's all the way in November, and it's already sold out. All In is like next week or whatever. They still haven't announced anything, and they're not even sold out. But they're claiming it's going to be the biggest fucking... Austin, these claims about All In and the shit Tony Khan was saying was so ludicrous that I hell must have frozen over, because I saw that Dave Meltzer himself, the things Tony Khan was saying was so ludicrous that Dave Meltzer himself because someone posted the clip from the fucking podcast that Dave Meltzer does. Dave Meltzer himself came out and said that Tony Khan is dumb for saying that because it's not true. And he was like, if you look at how hot WWE is right now, like, there's no way that AEW is outselling them. And he was like, as much as I like AEW, even I can admit, like, they are not anywhere close. And I was looking at that, I was like, when Dave Meltzer says that, that shows something with how much he fucking dick sucks them. And when Dave Meltzer says it, it's like, man.
Jesus Christ, bro.
But yeah, so that was SummerSlam 2023. Honestly, do you think this SummerSlam was better than last year's SummerSlam?
Honestly, the SummerSlam wasn't bad this year. It was good, but I honestly liked last year's more.
I feel last year had a better main event, and I was gonna talk about this because I seen people on Twitter saying that, or X, whatever the fuck, saying that like because I wasn't the only one that felt this. There was parts of like the end of the main event, all that was fine. Like that was beautiful storytelling, but for a lot of the main event, like it just kind of felt off. And I wasn't the only one thinking this because I went on Twitter and I see a
Yeah.
lot of people saying that they felt like the main event was just off and it wasn't like it didn't feel right. Like something about it was just like the main event didn't feel like as epic as it was supposed to be or whatever. Like it just had this off kind of vibe to it. And last year where we had fucking Brock Lesnar flipping the goddamn ring with a tractor, I don't think you could beat that. So, I don't know. Me personally, I also liked last year's SummerSlam more just because
Like,
I just feel the matches were better last year. And not to say that it wasn't good this year, because it was great this year. I loved it, besides the Ronda match. But, like, I just feel last year felt like... It felt more epic, if that makes sense. Like, all the matches felt more epic. I don't know how else to explain it. This wasn't a bad show by any means. This was a very good show.
no.
But it's just, in my opinion, I don't think it was as good as last year's SummerSlam.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this show. I just didn't enjoy it as much as last year.
Yeah.
So.
But
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where things go from here with the Bloodline and with how Io's title reign is going to be, where the Judgment Day is going to go from here, and all that shit. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be the last time we see Logan for a while, since he's going to be fighting in October.
Bro, I don't think, honestly, it's probably going to be the last time we see Logan. Probably, I would say he probably won't show up. Maybe he'll show up for Crown Jewel, if they have it this year. But besides that, probably not until the Rumble, if not that.
Yeah. Because I think all we got left this year, pay-per-view wise, is we got Payback in September. I'm assuming they'll probably... I don't know. Did they say they were getting rid of Extreme Rules or no?
Bro, I don't even fucking know.
Because they usually do
If they
Extreme Rules in
are,
October. No.
I mean, if they are, I don't. That would be another end of an era, because I think they already got rid of Hell in a Cell.
Yep. Hell in the Cell is gone now.
Yeah.
But, so... We have Payback in September, whatever is going to be in October, whether it's Extreme Rules or whatever. Then we'll have Survivor Series in November. I don't think they're going to have anything in December because they don't do TLC anymore either. They got rid of that. So then probably honestly only got 3 more pay-per-views left for the... Actually, that might be where they fit in Crown Jewel possibly, somewhere in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
because I mean, last year they did Crown Jewel. I think was it beginning of November, and then they did at the end of November they did Survivor Series.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
because they did SummerSlam, and then they could do well, actually no, I don't think they're gonna do that again, at least not right now. I was gonna say they could do another Clash at the Castle, but they're probably not gonna do that again for a bit. Because last year they did SummerSlam, and then Clash at the Castle, and then I believe after that was Extreme Rules.
Yep,
and then,
because that was when Bray came back.
And then after that was, I think, Crown Jewel, and then the Survivor Series War Games.
Yep, and then they didn't have anything else for the rest of the year.
I think the
Rumble.
only thing they did in December was they had an NXT pay-per-view, I think. Yeah, Deadline. Oh,
yeah.
God, Deadline, yeah.
Yeah, you know they announced another one? They announced NXT No Mercy.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, what the fuck? Why is NXT being called No Mercy now? Like, why are they taking that pay-per-view?
I don't know. I would like them to bring back some older pay-per-views. It's not like, some older, like, maybe like, I don't know.
I've seen people say they
Fucking,
want them to bring back the idea of like Taboo Tuesday / Cyber Sunday, where like people could like vote on what like matches they want to see or what opponents they want people to face.
I'd be fine with that.
Or like
I'd be
something that
fine.
would be cool, since they're pushing the Judgment Day so much, they should bring back the Judgment Day pay-per-view,
Yeah.
but have it themed after like, have it purple themed like after the actual Judgment Day group. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, at least do it before they miss the mark, because...
Or in fucking December, bring back goddamn Armageddon. I always loved Armageddon.
Yeah. Armageddon, or New Year's resolution or something.
Or Vengeance.
Um,
Something. I just think it would be cool. Like,
Something
honestly,
like that.
if they got rid of Extreme Rules, like, what would you replace Extreme Rules with? Because they already have Backlash, because that's already back to being Backlash, because they got rid of WrestleMania Backlash. So...
I'm trying to think of what they had in October before Hell in a Cell or Extreme Rules.
Can you imagine they fucking change it to Insurrection?
Nah, bro.
I mean, I was gonna say Halloween Havoc, but NXT already does that, so it's not gonna be that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know, honestly. Unless they
I
want
don't
to
remember
keep
what they did
the
in
Extreme
October.
Rules horror show thing. I don't
They
know.
could maybe Unforgiven, maybe?
Maybe.
That has like a horror type aesthetic.
Yeah.
So,
Imagine they bring back Over the Limit, or oh god, Fatal
oh.
4-Way.
Oh, imagine they bring back Great Balls of Fire.
Fucking bragging rights.
Oh, that was so bad.
Or fucking, what was another one I remember? Fucking, shit, I don't remember. They had some weird pay-per-views sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Capital Punishment is another one.
That
Where they
one was
did
so
R-Truth versus John Cena for the WWE title. Oh, man. They had some stinker pay-per-view names. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we'll see where this goes from here. The next pay-per-view is going to be Payback, so we'll probably watch that and review it. As far as other wrestling reviews coming out, I'm not sure as of yet. I know we'll have a SmackDown review coming out. That we did the Buster Rhymes episode of SmackDown. That's going to come out at some point. More WCW probably. But this is probably
just random shit, bro.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the last new pay-per-view until Payback, most likely.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Is there anything else you want to say, or are we good to end this? Because this has been longer than I thought it was going to be already.
I'm good to end this. I'm fucking tired.
Same here. We started recording this at 12:30. It's 2:02 a.m. right now, so I'm fucking tired, bro.
Jesus.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was your review of WWE SummerSlam 2023. Great show. That means we reviewed SummerSlam 2021, 2022, and 2023, Austin. Jesus Christ.
Remember, like, when we said, like, the last SummerSlam, like, the first SummerSlam we did was going to be our last review?
Yep, I remember that. That aged well.
Aged so poorly, bro.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if WWE wouldn't have gotten better last year, that probably would have still been our last, at least, like, current WWE review. But because
Yeah.
it got better, that's why we started reviewing it again.
Fair.
But yeah, so that being said, fucking thank you guys for watching this review. Probably by the time this comes out, because I don't know when I'm gonna make the thumbnail and shit yet. By the time this comes out, I'll probably be on my vacation in next week, so fucking yeah. But so yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been your SummerSlam review. Fuck Ronda Rousey, and we
Hope
will
she
see
dies.
you for the next review, most likely Payback.
Peace. Die, Ronda Rousey.
Jesus fucking Christ.